everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you with the Tuesday version of Today in Sports Betting. We're doing it MLB style. It's Scott Reichel going to help me take a look at this baseball card. A little fuller card than yesterday, hey, Scotty?
Yeah, we had 3 games yesterday. Now we have a lot more than 3. So, yeah, well put.
More than 3. Well, we're going to start it off. Oh, this is a should be, could be, might be a pretty good pitching matchup, Scott. This is Chicago White Sox host to the Toronto Blue Jays. Carlos Rodon is on the mound for the Pale Hosers. And speaking of hosers, it's that Toronto kid, Robbie Ray. Scott, he is our personal favorite. You and I, we love some Robbie Ray, and he's going to be on the mound for Toronto. As far as the price goes in this one, you've got a situation where the White Sox, Scott, they have gotten their number pounded. Opened up at 136. It is now pretty much minus 155, 157 across the board. Total is 8.5. It has come down a little bit in a couple of spots, down to a juiced 8, Scott. So public says under, and they say White Sox. Can you talk the public out of it, Scott, or are they doomed for failure?
Not really. I kind of understand where they're coming from. I guess the bright spot with the White Sox is that La Russa can't let Hamilton bat anymore because he's on the IL. So you don't have to worry about
La Russa's on the IL finally?
Hamilton's on the IL. So you don't have to worry about Billy Hamilton batting.
Hamilton was cranking the home runs. Why are you such a Hamilton hater?
Because I just remember he let him hit earlier in the year with like first and third, 2 outs, and I'm like, how are you letting Billy Hamilton bat?
Might have hit a home run. We didn't know he had that kind of power.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, looking at the actual matchup, though, I gotta like the White Sox. I'm looking at Toronto. The team has actually been pretty good on the road, being 17-14 on the highway, but have lost 2 of the last 3, been pretty inconsistent all year long. Offensively, they're good. It's the pitching that's kind of the question mark. But the White Sox at home, phenomenal, 23-10. Rodon, we know, has been great all season long. But looking at his numbers, sub-2 ERA, .82 whip. I do like Robbie Ray as well. He has been pretty good this season. The walks have been under control, which has been the main issue throughout his entire career. But in this spot, I got to go Rodon at that price. It's just too appealing for me. But I think if you actually want to look at an under, first 5 under, I just think you'll see a pretty decent pitcher's duel to start. But I think the White Sox will do enough to win the game. You think there's value on Robbie Ray? I know you do.
I don't know. I'm not thrilled with Rodon and the way he's pitched lately. 2 of his last 4 starts, Scott, have not been good. He was tagged for 5 earned last time out against Cleveland in just 6 innings, gave up 9 hits and a walk. And can I interest you in 3 round trippers, by the way? So, and that was after giving up 8 hits and 4 runs in 5 2/3 against the Royals. The Royals, Scott, you're familiar with their offensive woes.
Yeah, he had 2 great starts in between, but that is true.
He did have 2 great starts in between. So I just don't know. It's not quite a slam dunk like the Rodon of earlier in the season. I think he's maybe hitting a couple of speed bumps here, maybe getting the first signs of perhaps the dead arm. I don't know. But, Scott, Robbie was good his last time out, but he's been, would we call him inconsistent, Scott?
Oh, lately, yeah, it's a good way to put it.
He gets a couple of those, what they call a quality start, where you're giving up 3 earned in 6 innings. Okay, I guess that's a quality start. That's still a 4.5 ERA, so that doesn't impress me all that much. Yeah, if it's going to have to be White Sox or pass for me, I like this Toronto team. I like Robbie Ray. I like guys that can get strikeouts, but Rodon can strike out a few guys of his own. And that is the one part that has been very good lately, is he struck out 31 batters in his last 3 starts covering just 18 innings. So I do think I think that makes the difference. This is a Toronto team that's, would you call them a bit of a free swinging team, Scott?
That's one way to put it. They pretty much go for broke, but they hit home runs.
Yeah, they do. They go broke a lot and they get rich a lot. So in this case, I think there's going to be more broke than rich. Give me Oh, I'll just play it on the money line. I was toying with the idea of the run line. I just think runs are going to be kind of at a premium in this one, so I'll take White Sox in the under. So do you have as well?
Yeah, I agree.
That's boring. Okay.
I know it's boring, but I'm just looking at it.
It is what it is. We don't rehearse these in advance. We talk about a couple of games we want to talk about, but we don't talk about both sides. I mean, it's not the fix isn't in, is what I'm saying to you.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the other one we're gonna take a look at, Scott? What do we
Well, you got Bieber against Carmar.
It's the Biebs. The Biebs against Carmar as Cleveland travels to the gateway to the West, Scott. Do you know St. Louis was the gateway to the West?
I did now.
There you go. That's why it's the gateway arch. There you go. St. Louis, Scott, big home dog here. Remember when St. Louis was in first place?
Feels like a long time ago.
That really does. Cleveland, remember they were in first place? Not this year, but Bieber's on the mound. Scott, Bieber's been good, but not necessarily Bieber-tastic.
He has not been Cy Young quality, but he's been pretty good.
Yeah, he's been pretty good. 3.08 ERA, decent whip, right around 1.19 for his whip. Most importantly, Scott, Indians have won 9 of his 12 starts, so that makes a difference as well. Carlos Martinez, Scott, you want to talk about Carmar just a little bit?
Well, we liked what he was doing lately, and then he faced off against the Dodgers in his last start. Do you know what his ERA was in that game?
His ERA in that game? Let me think, Scott. It's going to be 15 times 9. I'm going to say 135.
That is correct. He had an 135 ERA in his last start against the Dodgers. No decimal point. 100.
No, not 1.3. No, 135.0.
135. He gave up 10 runs in 2/3 of an inning. Ouch.
What did he do to piss off Schilt? Is it Schilt? Is that right?
Yeah.
What did he do? How do you let a pitcher wear it like that? How do you let him give up 10 runs, Scott?
At some point, you figure 2/3, 6 runs. All right, we'll call it a day. But he really wanted him to get that last out.
You want to know the fun fact about that game, Scott? He gave up 10 earned in 2/3 of an inning. How many home runs does that constitute?
0.
6 hits, 4 walks, 1 strikeout.
It was kind of impressive, honestly. But
that takes some effort.
But when we were talking about the Cardinals, though, that's Carmar's recent struggles. We haven't even talked about the Cardinals' recent struggles. Now, of course, they were in first place, and then they had a 4-game homestand against Cincinnati.
How'd that go?
That usually goes pretty well because
Cincinnati sucks.
Cincinnati's a good home team. They're terrible on the road.
Uh-huh.
So you think, all right, they'll do something.
Damn right.
They got swept.
Oh.
By the Reds. And I think Jesse Winker is still hitting home runs against them. He had 3 home runs on Sunday. I just don't know how you look at the Cardinals and say against Bieber with a pitcher who had an 100-plus ERA in his last start and a team that's lost 5 in a row, this is the team I want to back. I want these guys against Bieber. I can't.
I believe we've got them just where we want them, Scott. They're overconfident.
Can you make an argument for the Cardinals? Because this team is playing terrible baseball. Their pitcher got destroyed in his last start, and they're against the defending AL Cy Young Award winner. What am I missing here?
They're playing terrible baseball, but at least their pitcher sucks.
Yeah, like I just don't know how I'm supposed to look at St. Louis here. Now, Cleveland hasn't been playing that well either. Losing 5 in a row with a pitcher with a 100-something year, I just can't do it. If
they lost. That game against the Dodgers was so bad that they went on to lose 4 immediately after that, all to the Reds after the Dodgers wiped them out like that.
It was not pretty, but you look at Cleveland, they didn't exactly have a great trip to Baltimore. Lost 2 out of 3. They still have won 3 out of 5, so they haven't been terrible. But I think it's Bieber or pass. I'm going Bieber first 5. I'll just fade Carmar.
So this is a team. This is a St. Louis team, Scott. They've given up 57 runs over their last 8 games.
That's not good.
I'm no expert, but I think that's somewhere in the neighborhood of a 7+ ERA.
Now, I'd look at like a
Or
Cleveland
7 runs a game, rather.
I would
Sorry.
look at a Cleveland team total, but I want to be involved with Bieber if I bet the Indians, so I can't do that. I got to go with Indians, maybe even Indians run line.
Run line. There you go. That's what I was thinking. What kind of run line price we have here, brother?
Let me see what I can get. But as a whole, I don't know what else you can look for because you can make an argument, well, maybe I want to do a team total or something like that, but this team's been so bad at pitching and hitting. They've been okay. They just can't pitch, but you're looking at the run line here. It's about plus 106.
Yeah, okay. I'm in. I so wanted to take a contrarian play here because I don't love this Indians team, and I like the way St. Louis plays baseball. But
my contrarian.
It's not just Carmar. This pitching staff has been just ugly for a week, man.
Yeah, my contrarian play is the over 7.
Yeah, I could certainly see that.
Because even when Bieber pitches well, he hasn't been shut out. He's been giving up a run or two.
Yeah, he is. In fact, he's had just one outing, Scott, where he's given up no runs this year.
Yeah, I think that St. Louis can get some runs across, and I think that Carmar, you're assuming, gets a couple of runs against them. And the bullpens have been – well, St. Louis' bullpen was really good to start the year, has struggled lately. Cleveland's was very good, still is very good, but it seems like they occasionally blow up. I think 7's too low.
Yeah, I'll go with you there. I think one of these teams puts up a crooked number or two.
Yeah, I agree.
Should get us over the total. Mm-hmm. What else gets your attention on the baseball card today, my friend?
Looking at everything else, I gotta be tempted. I'll put tempted in quotes by the Mets at minus.
I thought you were going to say by the fruit of another. Tempted by the Mets, the man said.
Peterson's not very good, but neither Zimmerman. And the Mets have been playing pretty solid lately. Did win 2 out of 4 against San Diego, won the last 2, but the Mets have actually hit the ball decently lately. And Baltimore, I do not like Zimmerman at all. I think that Peterson is not good, but Baltimore, we know how bad they are at home. They're 10-20.
Well, now we do. Now that you've told us.
You take the over? I don't know what. What do you do? You can make an argument for the over, with Peterson and Zimmerman. You're not going to get any argument from me. But I see minus 120 against a terrible home team. I'm tempted by it.
It's one of those things where I'm trying to be cool and like talk at the same time as I'm trying to roll and see the stats, and I cannot find that game for whatever reason.
I'll teach you how to do that one of these days.
Yeah, thanks, man. No well, I guess I was just all flustered by waiting on my dial-up to start. Okay, there we go. Both these pitchers,
they're terrible.
Yeah, Peterson is worse than I thought. I thought Peterson was going to be like a high 4s, low 5. He's a 5, 8, 9 guy.
And Zimmerman, I've seen pitch. He's not good at all.
We have had a little bit of success fading Bruce Zimmerman.
Yeah,
it's he's been. The thing about it is, Scott, are you buying his recent improvement? He's made a couple good starts in a row, giving up just 2 runs and 1 run in 5 1/3, 5 innings.
I just think it's a good price. You're fading a team that's that bad at home, and you're getting about minus 120. I don't think it's that bad.
I'm going to donk it here, Scott. Just give me the over.
Okay, fair enough.
9. It's American League. I know the Mets don't score, but, Baltimore doesn't pitch. And the Mets have scored, can we say more runs lately, Scott?
Yeah, they haven't been totally terrible.
No, there's been 20 runs in their last 5 games, and that includes a shutout. So
I'll tell you one underdog I do like for tomorrow, though. I do like the Brewers with Hauser on the mound. I know Sonny Gray's on the mound for the Reds. I know the Reds, as we talked about before, did sweep St. Louis, but Milwaukee's won 9 of 10. This team's been really good. And Hauser, his numbers might not be that impressive at first glance. I mean, neither are Sonny Gray's, just based on the record. But you look at his recent performances, 5 innings, 1 run, 5 innings, no runs. And on top of that, he has given up 6 hits in 10 innings. So nobody's really getting on base, and he has been steady. I think at plus money, I got to be tempted by that because Milwaukee's actually playing well lately.
Yeah, that start before last on the 21st of May, that was the one that scared me away. I had this play. I spent a lot of time on this game tonight because I like that. I like that pitching matchup. But he had 2 bumps in a row. He went where he ended up going 7 innings, giving up 8 runs over two starts, and that just scared me away enough, Scott. But I don't have I don't have the faith in Sonny Gray. He did have one fantastic start against Washington, but that's Washington.
I'm just looking at it from the perspective of you're giving me arguably the hottest team in the league for the past week and a half at plus money.
And let's not forget the Cincinnati bullpen. Get a picture of the worst bullpen you can think of in your life. Maybe, what do you think? The Nationals, first half of last season? Whatever terrible bullpen you can come up with, this one's worse.
It's an awful bullpen.
They're 5.86 overall, and when they are at home, they are worse. They're in the Great American Overpark. They are 7.21 is their ERA at home.
I just see plus money with a team like the Brewers, and you mentioned the bullpen. So even if it is close, 3 or so, have fun with the Reds bullpen.
You got a shot. You've got a shot. And Sonny Gray, he might give you 6 if everything goes right. He's still a guy that throws a lot of pitches, gives up a lot of foul balls. So he's not going to get you more than 6. You're going to get 3 innings of that Cincinnati bullpen. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck hanging on for that. I'll take Milwaukee here. That's my play.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Anything else?
For the most part, no.
Bubic.
I know you like Bubic. I'm staying away from the Royals. We know this team's pretty streaky. It seems like another losing streak might be on the horizon.
I am kind of worried about that. I'm not going to lie. They've lost 3 straight, and they've been pretty much non-competitive. Well, as far as run scoring goes in their last 2 games. So. I don't care for it. I do like Bubic, although of course I backed him last time against J.A. Happ and he let me down, giving up 4 runs, 3 earned and 4 1/3, 8 hits, 2 walks. Not good. That's a whip of over a deuce.
I'm thinking of maybe the Rays on the run line at plus money with Glasnow on the mound because Lester has not been good this season. I think we know for a fact Washington can't hit. So I'm tempted by that one. Just because Tampa's really, really good. I think that's tempting at plus money. But overall, I think that's pretty much it for me.
Okay. All right, guys. As always, if you've got any plays, if you're looking for any more information, a second, third opinion on even in these games, make sure you stop by and check out winnersandwhiners.com. Deep dives, previews, and predictions into every single game in North America every single day. Best part is it is always 100% free. Winnersandwhiners.com. Now for myself, for Scott Reichel, for all of the team here at Winners and Winers, thanks very much for watching today, guys. Don't forget to give us the like and the subscribe. We much appreciate it. Of course, we wish you nothing but the best. Hope every one of your tickets cashes today. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow on Today in Sports Betting. Take care, everybody.